Hello everyone, Matt the Cat here, and welcome back to a legendary retrospective of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, where we will cover every single chapter, video by video. Each video will cover the chapter's story, characters, levels, and mechanics, while I review the game's pros and cons. Now let's continue the journey of my favorite game. Here we go! So every time you complete a chapter, you're sent back to Rogueport. Whether you like it or not, it's the main hub. Not to worry, there's quite a few things you can do here. One of them is... Huh? Luigi? What are you doing here? He tells us he's on a mission to rescue the Waffle Princess from the Chestnut King.
It was pretty intense, bro. Wanna hear what happened? It's a long story.
Oh, we actually get to listen to it?
Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes.
I love how they gave Luigi something to do. In the last game, he just sat at home and was jealous that he couldn't come along. He had a secret diary in the basement, and we got to know more about him, but he still wasn't relevant. Here, he rambles on and on about his adventure, even talking about the tiniest details. He clearly loves his adventure and wants to share it to his bro. That is, if his bro wasn't sleeping. Way to be supportive, Big M. Every time you complete a chapter, he'll have a new story to tell you. If you have the time, come find Luigi and listen to him. At least be a better supporter than Mario.
If you wanna hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around.
Will do, Weege. Will do. So what else is available? Why, the Trouble Center, of course. This bulletin board has a list of side quests and fetch quests for you to do. If you accept a trouble, you must find that person and do what they tell you. For example, Gunther is hunting for someone that scammed him with credit card fraud and tasks you to find him. Once you find him not once, not twice, but thrice, he'll finally give in and get caught. Serves you right, loser. If you solve a trouble, you'll get a reward, usually in the form of coins. Another good way to make cash. There are different kinds of side quests available, and new ones appear every time you complete a chapter. Wanna be the vigilante of Rogueport? Help people out with their troubles. There's a big man with a bushy mustache named Charlieton. He'll sell you 4 types of items and badges at random. He'll shuffle his products over time, so visit him occasionally if you want something good. On the docks of Rogueport is a green ratoonie named Lumpy. He wants to get super rich by going to Dry Desert and striking oil. And he asks Mario to make an investment. Now I know this sounds sketchy, but try giving him some coins if you can. You can invest 100 coins, and you can keep investing up to 300. He'll stay in Rogueport until you start Chapter 4, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to help him. I recommend giving him 100 every time you beat a chapter. I promise you, the reward will be worth it. Now that you have paper mode, you can enter this pipe and make your way to Merly's house. If you pay her to cast a spell on you, she'll appear in battle at random and give you random benefits. She can either buff your attack power, raise your defense, double your experience, or increase the amount of coins dropped by an enemy. Her magic only happens at random, so you better hope she'll help you at the right time. Well, on the subject of one magician, let's talk about another one. This is Merlin. He can upgrade one of your partners for 3 shine sprites. When a partner is upgraded, they'll have more health, higher attack power, and gain a new move. Now you have a reason to look for shine sprites. Another thing you can do is check out the badge shop. 5 badges will be on the shelf at random, but if you're looking for something else, you can check the box to the left. Whoa, all these badges are pretty pricey. I wish there was another way to get them. Oh wait, there is. You may have noticed I've been collecting star pieces last time. Well, this is what they're used for. If you find Dazzle in the sewers, he'll ask you to trade star pieces for badges, and he's got some pretty good ones. Ooh, quick change. Huh, with all this talk about badges, I never really had the time to talk about them in the last video. I covered a few of them, yes, but never fully explained the badge system. Let's fix that. This is the badge system, and it is, without a doubt, by far, the best mechanic in this game. The badges are your customizable gear that can give you more attacks, raise your stats, and even grant you status effects. When you equip a badge, you'll gain its benefits. However, equipping badges require BP, and we start off with 3. Each badge has a certain amount of BP to equip. You can either use all the remaining BP you have for that badge, or you can save your BP until you have enough. You will be collecting a lot of badges, so when you level up, try to go for BP. In the last video, I briefly talked about fighting Gus in Rogueport. This guy will attack you with his spear. He'll even throw it at you. He always holds it up right, so jumping it is out of the question. I recommend fighting him after completing Chapter 1. Since you start off with 10 HP, his spear can hit pretty hard. Plus, you won't have Koops yet, so you'll have to use an item on Goombella's turn. He'll even advise you to run away if you're low on health. How polite for an opponent. The optimal way of beating him is to have Mario and Koops attack him. 2 heads are better than 1. That being said, it's still possible to take him down before Chapter 1. It's just more difficult. It's your choice to fight him early or later. Wow, this battle system is so good that I want to explain why it just works. Battling in RPGs will always have features like attacking, leveling up, equipable gear, and resource management. It's basically the norm on how an RPG works. But Thousand Year Door system is unique, and it stands out from the other RPGs. The amount of damage you deal to an enemy is usually a number in a single digit. Leveling up will always require 100 star points, and when you do level up, you can choose 3 stats to upgrade. I say all of that because the numbers in this game are small and consistent. Most people complain that this game is way too easy, and it's not as hard or complicated such as, let's say, Persona 5. But I think they failed to understand why the game is built like this. If the game was built with more complicated mechanics in mind, it probably won't perform well and overwhelm its players. It really isn't fair to compare this game to Persona 5. These small numbers and stats are a way to make the game accessible, so Mario fans and RPG newcomers can learn how an RPG works without having a bunch of info thrown at them. Your attacks being performed by action commands make the combat more interactable, and they'll only miss if you fail to do the correct input. You won't have to worry about getting more experience after the next level, because the cap will always stay at 100, and having 3 stats to upgrade is a nice balance. Players can choose which stat they want without being overwhelmed with more options. It's nice to keep the mechanics basic, but just because the game is basic doesn't mean it's not hard. Part of the fun of RPGs is customizing your builds, and Thousand Year Door is no exception. The ability to customize your playstyle allows the game to be more flexible with its options, and rewards the player for creating their own strategy. You can combine Jumpman multi-bounce and Spike Shield and jump on every enemy without taking damage. Or you can equip Pretty Lucky and Lucky Day and have the enemies miss you by pure luck. Maybe you want Double Pain and Unsimplifier to make the game harder. Or you can use attack-up badges and become a glass cannon. One of my favorite things when watching videos from Fat Guy 703, Cappy, and even Bringle is them equipping a bunch of attack badges, allowing them to deal a brutal amount of damage. Okay, maybe the developers never intended you to do that, but the fact that you can do that really shows how flexible your customization is. Once you understand the game's mechanics and find the right badges for your playstyle, you can become a master at this game. The game's combat is basic in design, but with so many options for your playstyle, you can get creative and overcome the game your own way. It's easy to understand, but hard to master. Whew! Okay, I think that's everything. Now we can finally continue our quest.
Okay, Mario, you ready? Hold that crystal star up. Check it out, Mario. The location of the next crystal star has appeared. But I have no idea where that is. Okay, I guess we ought to show that map to Professor Franklin.
I see, crystal clear.
Yeah, great pun. Come on, where's the next crystal star, Professor?
So the second crystal star is somewhere in Boggly Woods, and it's inside a great tree. Huh, that should be easy to find. He also mentions that there's a unique race living there, and there's a pipe that leads to the woods. We also tell him about the email we got from Princess Peach. She doesn't know where she is, and her captors are also hunting the crystal stars. Franklin tells us that our only clues are the stars in that map, so let's make haste for Boggly Woods. Down we go! Huh. Did any of you see that thing? There it is again!
Mario, did you see that? That was one of the things Professor Franklin described.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's check it out. Why is it running away from us?
Don't eat me! You didn't come to eat me? And you're not bullies?
Guess again, nerd!
Ooh! No! Leave me alone, you big meanies!
Mario, how could you? Don't you say that to him. That wasn't very mature.
Okay, let's hear him out. So a group of bad guys called the X-Nuts came inside their home, the Great Tree, and started wreaking havoc. So this little guy came looking for help. X-Nuts? Wait a minute. They attacked us when we just arrived. We gotta go after them. The little guy asks us to get rid of them and promises us the crystal star. Sure thing, kid. I'll do anything to get that crystal star before they do. After the little guy gains our trust, he introduces himself as Punio and guides us to the secret entrance.
Wait, hang on a sec. I'm pretty sure the puny elder said some button around here opened the secret entrance. Ha-ha!
Huh, that's one way to make an entrance. Let's pick up this damage dodge badge while we're at it. Alrighty, let's go help Punio's friends. Chapter 2! The Great Boggly Tree!
These are the Boggly Woods. They sure look boggly. Ooh, I've got butterflies.
Okay. Just a bit further, and we should be able to see the Great Tree. The elder and her friends are waiting for us there. Oh, and my little sister, too. Come on, let's go.
So these are the Boggly Woods. They look so mysterious and beautiful. But we can't enjoy the beauty for that long. These three shadows from earlier have arrived to ambush us. Their names are Beldam, Merlin, and Vivian. Huh, she looks pretty. Aw, she even found a necklace! How adorable!
Humph! Vivian! For shame! Picking up someone's scraps! Disgusting! Greedy!
What the f***? Why is Beldam so rude? And if that wasn't bad enough, she tells Vivian to hand over a sketch of Mario, but she claims she never had it. This is where we get to see the bad side of Beldam, and she constantly blames Vivian without any guilt. Because if you have a big ego, you're immune to your own faults. Merlin notices us and tries to tell Beldam, but she doesn't want to hear it. Wow, what an awful sibling. She continues to blame Vivian for losing the sketch. And after more bickering ensues, she confiscates the necklace from her.
But Beldam! Oh, you're horrid!
Beldam, I just want to talk. Whew, okay, now that I blew off some much-needed steam, let's talk about this level. You'll come across the clefts from earlier. This time they're easier thanks to Coops. Another enemy you'll find are these pale piranhas. Jumping on their jaws is a bad idea, and their only attack is biting you. Looks like ground-based attacks are the way to go. After fighting a few baddies, we make it to the tree. Let's jump in the background and go inside. Wait a minute, I thought we were in the tree. Why are we still outside? Go into this side of the tree, you'll find an FP Plus badge in the waterfall. Same function as the HP Plus, but raises your FP instead. Huh, it looks like someone locked us out. And Punio starts to blame himself.
Hey, don't take it so hard. It does look sturdy though. What do we do now?
Okay. What do you got, kid? Long ago, the elder told him about a secret entrance to the tree, but it's being covered by something invisible. How are we supposed to remove something that's invisible?
Oh, got it! Flurry!
Huh? Who's Flurry? Punio says she's a wind spirit who can use the power of winds to blow things away. Perhaps she can help remove the invisible thingy. Alright, little guy, let's go find that wind spirit.
These woods are the most wonderful in all the world. Yes, indeed. Building a house here was just the finest idea I ever did have. Oh my. Yes. This place is so different from the bright flashbulbs of the world I'm so used to. Such peace. This negative image of the real world soothes my body and soul. But what's even better is that I, Madame Fleury, grow ever more lovely here. Plus those squishy, adorable little punies that live in the tree are so nice to me. But I suppose if I stay here too long, I'll begin to crave the hustle and bustle before long. Oh my, it's happening even as I speak. Already, I feel the need for drama. That moment of exhilaration when the spotlight shines down on me. Surely, I was born to be an actress for the ages. It's settled then. I shall rise again. But before I make my stage comeback, I simply must whip my body and mind into shape. I'll have to put on some makeup and make my beauty even more beautiful. Wait a moment. No, it's gone! I tell you! Why?
Well, while we're traveling to Flurry's house, let's talk about this inn coupon. There are 7 of them, and they let you stay in the inn for free. I'm not a fan of these because they waste an item spot, and the prices for inns aren't that bad anyway. Nothing to see here, folks. Hey, it's the mustachioed salesman again. He only has 6 items, and they never shuffle, but it's neat to have some shop available. Continuing down the road, you'll encounter a new enemy, Dark Puff. His basic attack is swooping down at you, but he has an ability where he charges up and stores electricity, which makes him immune to jump attacks. After one turn, he'll unleash a Thunder Rage attack, striking Mario and his partner. There's also a chance for him to change position after attacking. Keep an eye out on his position, and take him out before it zaps you. How do we get up to this ledge? At least the secret passage looks cool. Oh, a free badge! The P down D up P lowers your partner's attack power, but raises its defense by 1. Not a fan of this one. Oh look, a switch! Well, that seemed to do the trick. Let's enter this pipe, pick up the shine sprite while we're at it, and glide to the top of this ledge. Ooh, now here's a badge that I'm a fan of. Quake Hammer is a move that shakes the ground, dealing damage to ground enemies and piercing their defense. Very handy. Oh, this must be where she lives. Let's squeeze through this fence, jump in the background, and head on in. We step inside her house and there's no one to greet us. Isn't this her home? Why isn't she here? Why are we just barging in someone's house while she's away?
Eek! No! Out of the question! You mustn't come in here!
Oh, she is here. Sorry, miss, I didn't know. Punio tells her about the situation of the Great Tree and tells her to reveal the secret entrance. Flurry would love to help out, but she's having a problem of her own. She has lost her favorite necklace and would feel embarrassed if anyone saw her without it. I'd wonder why, but you guys would probably say,
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to.
Gee whiz, that must be some nice necklace, huh? Hang on. You know what? It's weird. I'm sure I just heard someone talking about a necklace.
Beldum! That ugly brute! Alright, it's settled. We'll find the shadows, personally kick Beldum's ass, and bring the necklace back. Meanwhile, the shadows finally found the sketch of Mario, and Vivian was right about Beldum having it all along. After looking at the sketch, they realize it was the guy that just passed them earlier, and Beldum blames Vivian for this. Jesus, why do you always treat her like trash?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
I'll just skip ahead to save you the backtracking. We confront the three shadows again, and they say they've been waiting for us. Really? Because last time I checked, you were busy throwing your sister under a bus. Anyway, they are ready to take away our map after fighting us.
Whoa, scary lady. How do you know about the map and the crystals? Have you talked to Princess Peach or something? Hey, now that I think about it, who are you anyway?
Those who seek names are often disappointed, but if you insist, we'll tell you. We are...
The three?
Shadow Sisters!
The three Shadow Sisters?
Vivian, you nincompoop! What are you blabbering about? It's just shadows! The three shadows! Sisters makes us sound less mysterious and less scary. How many times must I remind you?
Well, at least she doesn't call her Pug Ugly this time.
Alright, sis. I'm sorry. It's just, it makes me really happy when you call me your sister, so...
Huh? Wait a minute. Is she? What, and now you're gonna punish her again? Over saying a name wrong?
Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, it's on!
I can't take this anymore. Let's get him already. The three shadows, Beldum, Merlin, and Vivian. They each have a basic punch attack, but they also have element attacks. Vivian uses fire, Merlin uses electricity, and Beldum uses ice. Beldum can also use her magic to grow one of her sisters or shrink Mario and his partner. Merlin is the one you should really watch out for. She'll do a charge which will raise her attack by 2 and deal a lot of damage. It's recommended that you take out Merlin first, but my grudge against Beldum hasn't been satisfied, so I'm gonna take her out first. Any attacks will do against them. Just be careful when Merlin charges, and hope Beldum doesn't shrink you. Take that, Beldum! Sorry, Vivian. I don't really have an opinion on you, Merlin. After defeating the three shadows, Beldum blames her sisters again for losing. Wow, you're like that one person that sucks at online games and yells at your teammates after defeat.
Why? Why do you keep killing me?
Go!
But the necklace...
Leave it!
Huh, the way she hesitates over the necklace. Do you think she's Autistic? Whatever, we got the necklace. Now let's go give it back to Flurry. Here you go, madam.
Oh, you delightful fellow. You found my necklace. I'm beside myself, truly. But you still mustn't see me. Please, leave the necklace by the door and wait a moment. Oh, splendid, splendid! My oh so ravishing necklace. I'm watched in joy.
What's going on? Oh my God! What is that? What is this doing in a Mario game? Oh God, are those? I think I'm about to get demonetized. And what the hell is going on with the music? Is she trying to subdue us?
Hey boys, bring me your dollies. Hey boys, bring them to me.
Look at Mario. Even he knows it's not okie dokie. Oh, that does not look comfortable. Is he okay? Give this man CPR. Flurry is interested in our hunt for the crystal stars, and she wants to tag along for a change of pace. Sorry guys, but whether you like it or not, Flurry is our new party member.
Hey Magic52. Today we're going to be looking at the partner with the most original design in Paper Mario The 1000-Year Door, Madame Flurry. Flurry is a retired actress who moved into Boggly Woods for a break from acting. After getting bored and getting her necklace back from Mario, she feels the need for drama and tags along with Mario in his adventures. She's also a wind spirit. Press and hold X and she'll use her wind powers to blow things away. And yes, I know what this animation looks like. Come on people, let's be adults here. I'm looking at specifically you, Candy. This wind ability will get rid of any paper that's in the way, revealing passages and secrets. I love secrets. Her wind ability can even slow down enemies and prevent them from attacking you. Flurry is also a diva in battle. Her starter moves are Body Slam and Gale Force. Body Slam lets her jump in the air and slam into an enemy, and Gale Force lets her blow enemies out of the battle. Once you've fully upgraded her, she'll learn 2 new moves. One of them's Lip Lock, which is a kiss that drains the enemy's health and pierces the defense. The other is Dodgy Fog, which will make Mario dodgy for a few turns. Though I don't know much about her, she seems like a pretty cool and very interesting character. Her design's very unique, and very out there for a kid's game nonetheless. She seems like a very useful character, and I have heard a bit about her. And she seems very kind-hearted and kind in general, honestly. I love the purple. It's a really nice shade of purple. I like the purple. But at the end of the day, Flurry may not be one of the most used partners, apparently. But she's still an icon in her own right. She's beautiful, she's fabulous, she looks like Wendy's face with Ludwig's hair. Yeah, she's very useful in certain situations, but gets outclassed by the better partners later on. Some of her moves are good, others are useless. She's not a bad partner, but she could have been better. At least she's a star on stage. When that spotlight shines down on her, she's a breath of fresh air. Well, it's been Matty52 here. I shall skedaddle, as they say. Thanks to Matt for letting me on your channel, and don't forget to subscribe, and like, and comment. Please. And also to my channel too. Please. Bye!
Okay, hopefully she doesn't kiss us again. Let's make our way back to the tree. I got some time to kill. Why don't I tell you about the game's development history? The game started development in 2001, shortly after releasing Paper Mario for the N64. It was led by director Ryota Kawade, who directed the Paper Mario series up until Super, and then returned as a supervisor for the Switch remake. Their goal for this game was to build on the foundation of the original Paper Mario while introducing paper-like mechanics and a more in-depth story. This was the original plan during development, but of course there were some difficulties. Their biggest challenge was to convince one man that this game was worth making. Shigeru Miyamoto. Miyamoto was a pretty hard man to convince. He much rather prefers fun gameplay over rich stories. He doesn't find RPGs to be fun or engaging, and there's no shortage of him lashing out at developers when he's not impressed. Damn, who knew working at Nintendo would be so stressful?
This game isn't simple nor fun! Get out of my sight!
Intelligent Systems tried to convince Miyamoto that the game was worth developing, but he wouldn't give them the go-ahead. Simply put, a Paper Mario game with paper-like mechanics wasn't innovative enough to warrant a sequel, so the team went back to the drawing board. While they were thinking of ways to make the game stand out, it hit them. What if they built a prototype that featured 1,000 characters on screen? Remember, this was being made on the GameCube, a system that can render a lot more characters than the N64. But even then, it still has its limitations. It can only render so many 3D models at a time, but flat 2D models? They don't take that much memory and can be used more frequently. So they built the prototype, showed it to Miyamoto, and they were given the green light. Turns out, Miyamoto's big goal for the GameCube was to have hundreds of characters rendered on screen. He achieved that goal with Pikmin, but there was still so much more he wanted to do that just couldn't happen due to the limitations of the hardware. Having 1,000 characters on screen really pushed the envelope for the GameCube, and it's no wonder why the battle system features a crowd watching you fight. It's a mechanic that takes advantage of the hardware's power, and they incorporated it well without straying away from the RPG combat. Wow, to think that this game would never happen if it didn't get approved. That would be an awful timeline to live in. What would Paper Mario be without Thousand Year Door? Oh, I'm sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, the tree. We used Flurry's ability and revealed the secret entrance. Punio rushes in to open the front door. While we're waiting, Flurry tells us about her life being an actress. She used to be famous, but went to the woods after being repelled by filthy air. I think I know a place that has a lot of filthy air. When she met the Punies for the first time, she was touched by their pure hearts, and the more she lived with them, the more she realized that acting was made for her, so she's ready to get back on stage. But she wants to help the Punies one last time before her comeback.
Mario, can you hear me? Check it out! I was able to open it from the inside! Come on, over here!
The time has come for me to repay my debts to the Punies. Come along, Mario.
Well, we made it inside the Great Boggly Tree. But why is it so empty? Aren't there supposed to be more Punies here? X-Knots! I won't let you tear this tree apart any longer. You're going down. We start a mini-boss against these two X-Knots. They have two basic attacks that can hit you in front or above you. They can also drink potions to make them bigger and deal more damage. Thankfully, these guys are pushovers. Just attack them with anything, and they'll go down just like that. Huh, is that all you got? What pathetic soldiers. Oh hey, there's someone. Oh, another. Wait, how many are behind that thing? Oh, have you been hiding there all this time? Punio reassures them that Mario means no harm, and he's gonna help reclaim the tree. Except this fat ass doesn't believe him, and thinks we're the bad guys. What the hell, man? Didn't you see me wipe the floor with these goons? What is your rationale?
Listen to yourself, trying to sound all important, like, bro, speak for yourself! What have you been doing?
Puniper tells Punio that a lot of Punies were captured while he was away, including the Elder and his sister. The X-Nauts locked them away because they refused to tell them where the Crystal Star is. Well, the first logical step is to free the Punies, except Mr. Fatass still thinks we're not capable of fighting these goons. Again, did you not see me beat them up? Now you want us to prove ourselves? And you're just gonna sit there and do nothing? Why the hell am I trying to convince you? You know what? I just want to talk, Puniper. Well, there's nothing we can do about that locked door, so let's head on up. While we're climbing the tree, let's talk about this new enemy, Yucks. After a turn, it'll spawn a mini Yucks. As long as there's at least one of them, it'll create a shield, protecting itself from any attacks. The only way to break the barrier is by eliminating the mini Yucks. As soon as you see them, take them out immediately. Otherwise, you'll waste your time defeating more mini Yuckses. Oh, and they also attack with the laser ring. We climb up even more, and we see the Elder in a red cage. She seems pretty chill for someone who's locked up. But shouldn't there be more of you? Oh, there they are. Oh, it feels so heartbreaking just to see two siblings separated. Don't worry, guys. I'll get you out of there. Let's start by checking this room. Man, this is brutal. How much longer till we find that stupid crystal star? Not even those puny punies we captured know anything about it, and they live here. And worst of all, I got stuck holding on the stupid cell key. So bored. Feels like a big old nap is in my near future. Ouch. We're just in time to see Miss Mouse in action. I never thought I'd see her searching for badges in a place like this. And yes, Goombella is still mad at her. I'm sorry, I can't help it. As she makes her dramatic exit, Miss Mouse tells us the next crystal star is at the bottom of the tree. Oh, that's not so bad. Isn't she helpful, Goombella?
I can't believe that girl. Ugh, I can't stand her.
The X-Naut wakes up and accuses us for knocking him out. Buddy, do you really want to pick a fight with me? Okay, your funeral. Next time, pick on someone your own size. Oh hey, a key! In one of these chests, we get an Ultra Shroom. This is the best healing item in the game, replenishing 50 HP. Store this in a shop for now, and have it ready once your HP is higher. Let's save the Elder. And as soon as we do, she scolds Punio.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Then she tells him to stop being a doofus and he has to lead the tribe one day and blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip all of... This went on for several hours? The X-Nauts would have gotten the crystal star by now. Why did you waste our time? Just get out of the damn cell already. Boomer. Punio tells his sister to hang tight. We'll have to come back with the blue key. We meet back with the stubborn fat ass, and he's still not impressed with everything we've done. Seriously? You know, you're the equivalent of a Discord moderator, always thinking about yourself and disrespecting others. Thankfully, the Elder has had enough of Puniper's bullshit and shames him for his attitude. She even tells him that the Jabby tribe is teaming up with the X-Nauts. The Elder demands all the Punies to help Mario clear out the tree, and they all agree.
I'm not heartless or anything, to tell you the truth. So now he's backpedaling because the Elder says to go help us. Oh, nice backpedaling, bro.
And with that, we get 10 new party members that don't help us in combat.
Hey, if you're done rallying everyone, I have a question. We're looking for this crystal star thingamajig. Ever heard of it?
Oh right, the crystal star! The Elder tells us it's in the bottom of the tree. Huh, guess Miss Mouse was right. Long ago, she was tasked to guard it from evil, and to give it to a pure heart. She thinks our hearts are pure enough, and tasks us to go get it. But in order to get the crystal star, we must rescue all the captured Punies. She gives us a Puny orb that will come in handy for the rest of the chapter. And if we ever lose any Punies, we will come back to her, and she'll round them up. So here's how the Puny orb works. Whenever we see any pedestals like this one, we must put the Puny orb in it, and the Punies will surround it. Each pedestal has its own benefit, like needing 10 Punies to reveal a path, or having the Punies stay in place to help them get across. When you're done with the pedestal, take out the Puny orb, otherwise, your Punies will stay there and look at it. Wait, are those bubbles? Whoa! A giant bubble pool!
It's a giraffe!
There's also a hidden Shine Sprite and a Thunder Rage. An attack item that does 5 damage to all enemies. I wonder, can we push them in the pool and get them across? Yes, we can. That's actually pretty cool. Hey, not cool. Let's see how you like it. This little creep is a Piter. Their only attack is shooting web balls at you. These are unpredictable where they land, so guard well to avoid damage. Due to them attached to string, they can change position after their turn. They are also a pain in the overworld, since they scare the Punies away, forcing you to recollect them. Use whatever attacks you have, and exterminate these pests.
Spiders! 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 Get off me!
Here's a fun secret. Blow this jar with Flurry to reveal a plane panel. Use it to get to another plane panel, and use that one to get to a Shine Sprite. Eventually we'll find a Jabby running off with the blue key. Punio says that Jabbies have been rivals of the Punies for a very long time, and they're currently helping the X-Nauts take over the tree. But he made friends with the Jabby before, and that Jabby is hiding because he doesn't want to fight.
I wonder if even Jabble is my enemy now.
Don't sweat it, Punio. I'll be sure to spare him once we find him. Let's go after the bad Jabbies for now. As soon as we step in front of their hive, 10 Jabbies show up. This isn't your typical turn-based combat. Instead, you fight them in the overworld. Use Flurry's ability to stun the Jabbies, allowing the Punies to attack them. Easy fight.
Wow, we did it! We defeated every last Jabby here! Now all we have to do is destroy the Jabby Hive Fortress!
Well, that just happened.
This room contains a small chest that has a blue key. Hell yeah! Now let's rescue the rest of the Punies. Meanwhile, at the blue cage, The Punies are doubting that they'll be rescued. Wow, you really need to work on your self-esteem. Petunia reveals that she has a mushroom for her brother, but ever since she got captured, it dried up. Oh, she wanted to do something nice for him. Well, I'm not gonna let them mope any longer. Let's free them. Now we get a cutscene of a brother and sister reunion. Aw, even all the Punies form a circle for them. Oh my god, this is adorable! Petunia gives Punio the dried mushroom, and even though she feels bad about it, Punio still eats it like a champ. He pretends to enjoy it, and then goes for a hug. Oh, the magic of siblings. Can't live with them, can't live without them. But at the end of the day, they need each other. Now our army of Punies increased by 90. Look out, Jabbies! Wait a minute. A main character has an army of little creatures following him. They can be used to solve puzzles and fight baddies, and the max amount of creatures you can hold is about 100. This chapter feels like Pikmin. And hey, now that I think about it, maybe Miyamoto suggested the team to make a chapter based on Pikmin. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Huh, there's a peeled wall over there. Let's get rid of it. Whoa, there's a shop in the tree? How convenient. If you check behind the stump over there, you'll find a Jabby. But this seems to be the one that Punio befriended.
Oh, what a precious little thing. He hasn't done anything wrong, Mario. We simply must go easy on the poor dear.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair to attack him if he didn't cause any trouble. But wait, I think he wants to join us. Oh, just look at him. He feels lonely. All right, little guy. Maybe you can help us take out the bad Jabbies. And speaking of Jabbies, here's 100 of them right now. Same strategy as before, except I had a rough start in this attempt. And just when I was about to lose, well, why don't I just let the footage do the talking? I don't know what just happened, but I won the fight, so I don't care. Also, I discovered a glitch. If you look very carefully, Mario becomes Jesus! Nah, just kidding. He was just standing on this random set piece. Never in my life has that ever happened before. We continue descending down the tree and pick up a random star piece behind the pipe. Huh. Why does this pedestal look like it's made of cardboard and crayons? Ah, who cares? Let's use it. Oh, I really need to stop jinxing it. Lord Crump gloats about his trap working on us and leaves to find the crystal star. Too bad he doesn't know we're made out of paper, so we slide out.
Boy, this just isn't right. Let's do something before my claustrophobia sets in.
Mario, think of something! I'm counting on you!
What can we do to free the Punies?
Wait, you see those? I'm pretty sure we've seen columns like those before.
Yeah, they do look familiar. Huh, what does this do?
Huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa! The tree just shook! What was it? An earthquake?
I think we need to memorize the pattern over there and travel back to the previous room. Heading back to the room where the blue key was stored, you'll come across 4 switches. Each switch will change the icon on the panel. Input the correct pattern, and you'll reveal a secret passage. Well, damn it. That was our only way out. This box better have something to let us escape. You got super boots! Remember those curse boxes that give you new paper abilities? Along with those, you'll get upgrades for your jump and hammer. These upgrades will give you a new ability in the overworld, grant you a new attack in battle, and raise your attack power. 3 new things and 1 upgrade? You shouldn't have. For the super boots, we earned the spin jump. More like a ground pound that can destroy any panels on the floor. But that's not all. If you've been fiddling around with your hammer, chances are you've come across a hidden panel with a loose lid. These hidden panels can be opened with the spin jump. Use the move beside them and they'll open up, giving you a star piece. There are many hidden panels scattered throughout the game. Check every spot on the floor if you want all the star pieces. During battle, your basic jump attack will now deal 4 damage. That's 2 damage per jump. And your new move spin jump will deal 6 damage for the cost of 2 FP. Whether it's a curse or an upgrade, finding a big box is a great reward for making it far in the game. You learned everything this game has taught you, and you use those skills to progress further. Here's a new ability. You deserve it. Now that we unlocked a new skill, we can escape using this conveniently placed panel. In the basement, we can use coops to pick up a charge badge. This will raise your attack every time you charge up. You can stack as many charges as you want, and they'll all be used once you attack. We also do a bit of platforming to collect a shine sprite. And this is where my first criticism of the game comes in. Platforming in this game feels very awkward. It feels like every time I do a jump, I always miss the landing. This is probably due to the camera being at a fixed angle, which gives you a lack of depth perception. It isn't bad when you jump horizontally, but vertically? I can't figure out on this angle. You could make the argument that I'm just bad and need to get good, but I can't help it. If there's no depth perception, then I'm gonna fall. I'm sorry, but this is something I cannot adapt. As someone who has 100%ed Super Mario 3D World, I did not enjoy that game due to the lack of depth perception. Call me an amateur all you like, but that is my hot take. I do not like platforming with fixed camera angles, and I need my depth perception while jumping. Well, while you're roasting me in the comments, let's head back to the cage and free those punies. We use our new spin jump to break the panel and create a hole on the ground. Then we use Flurry's Wind to push them in. Alright, Pikmin, let's hurry up to the Crystal Star. Huh, seems like Lord Crump hired these guys to distract us. Too bad these guards are weak. We come across a body of water. There's a switch we can't seem to reach. But below the water is a little pit with pillars and lily pads. We cross the pillars and make it to the other side of the water. We can stand on this button to lower the switch, then lock Koops in place, stand off the pressure pad, and hit the switch. Pretty clever puzzle. We pick up a few more goodies, collect a free shine sprite, and proceed our descent. Oh look, another pedestal. Let's use it.
Oh no, what's happening? So that's how you get in this room.
Well, when there's a heal and save block, there's a boss fight. Take the time to rearrange your badges and get ready to fight. Let me see. That thing's gotta be around here somewhere. Huh? What's that? Whoa, sounds like a mob. better clear out. Whoa! We're now in the biggest room in the tree, with a bunch of puny statues gazing upon the pedestal in the middle. We activate the pedestal and let the magic happen.
Oh dear me! Mario, isn't that the crystal star?
Oh, you dirty cheater! You just had to do it right in front of us. He's also peeved at us for escaping his trap. And he has a little present for us. What kind of present? Oh, just something I like to call a remote time bomb detonator. What? You're gonna blow us up? You wouldn't. You don't have the guts. Well, enjoy your final minutes inside the stank old tree. And with that, pow, I'm gone.
I must say, I craved some exciting times, but I never expected this. Let's go, quickly now.
Oh dear God, we gotta evacuate. Oh crap, it's an ambush. We're forced to fight 2 X-Nauts while the timer is still ticking. The sooner you kill the pushovers, the better. Oh look, a free star piece. Nice. Oh shoot, I forgot! Make your way to the exit before time runs out, or you'll get an instant game over. In other words, Green Forest from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh no, not the bubble puzzle again. It isn't bad when you're taking your time, but it's annoying now that you have to rush through it. As we make our way to the exit, the Elder blocks Lord Crump's path. They do some bickering, but the Elder does not take kindly to that, and goes for the kill. Except, Lady Luck has different plans.
Arr! What a stupid time for my back to start acting up.
You hot-headed old coot! You dare defy me? I could shine my boots with you!
Ahem! You'll do no such thing! Honestly, did you really think we'd let a wretch like you escape? I do believe you'll be handing that crystal star over and promptly exiting this tree.
Bah! You guys are wild, you know that? Oh well, I guess I better shut off this timer. Oh my god, thank you! You're such a gentleman for a bad guy, but that doesn't mean he'll spare us. He has one last trick up his sleeve. Awake, Magnus von Grapple! Time for a technological thrashing! Enjoy! So you really think you can stop me with that hunk of junk? Alright, let's dance! Are you crying yet? Yeah? Sorry, but this thing ain't armed with tissues. Well, Magnus von Grapple has that effect on people. Total weeping terror. And you ain't seen nothing yet. Check out the power on this bad boy.
Mercy me, that Metal Colossus is incredible! And yet, there's something rather odd about it. Let's just keep our eyes peeled. Don't be careless.
Magnus von Grapple, a personal vehicle of Lord Crump built by the X-Nauts, with a max HP of 30, attack power of 2, and defense power of 1. His basic attack is stomping on the player, but does an eeny meeny, miny, mo fake out before attacking. He also has a ground-based attack where he stomps on the stage and makes an invisible shockwave. This attack is tricky to dodge, but Flurry is immune to it due to her levitation. But here is the kicker. Eventually, he'll launch his Rocket Fist out of his arm. These fists can deal 4 points of damage. Thankfully, Flurry can blow them away, so we don't need to worry about them. All in all, this boss is pretty easy. There's a hidden power punch in the tree you can use to boost your attack power and drain his health quickly. This robot may look big and intimidating, but it looks and feels like it's made out of tissue boxes. The only threat you have to deal with are the fists, but again, they are weak to Flurry's wind. Wow, and I thought the X-Nauts were weak. This guy is just all bark and very little bite. Sorry, Crump, you'll have to sell your robot for scrap. Blah! This could be the end! Bah! No! Magnus von Grapple! How could we lose? I'll remember this, losers.
Lord Crump summons us! Retreat away!
A rousing success, Mario. How delightful.
Alright! The Punies are free, the tree is safe, the X-Nauts are gone, and the Elder grants us the Crystal Star. Now we have 2 Crystal Stars. We have unlocked a new special move, Clock Out. Let's see what our favorite villainous Scrotus is up to. He's been informed that Mario got the 2nd Crystal Star and wiped the floor with Lord Crump and the Shadows. This concerns Scrotus, realizing that this Mario is not someone who should be underestimated. They knew there was a Crystal Star in Hooktail's castle in Boggly Woods, and they even found one in Rogueport. Oh damn! We're gonna have to take it from them, wherever they are. He tells his minions to keep searching and keep a close eye on Mario.
Mario, I loathe you.
Well, you're gonna loathe me even more when I'm through with you. Meanwhile, Peach is back in her room, worrying about Mario. She remnants everyone at the castle, dancing at the mushroom ball. For someone who's captured, the only torture you're suffering from is loneliness. Don't worry, your computer boyfriend is here to fix that. Head back to the computer room to visit Tech. Peach asks him if the email was sent to Mario, and Tech confirms. She then asks him why she was brought here again, to which Tech responds saying he heard Peach not being able to dance at a ball.
I think some people are eavesdropping!
While Tech was keeping an eye on Peach, he felt the impulse to dance with her. He wants to find out what caused the impulse, but Peach tells him that wanting to dance with someone is part of love. Tech asks Peach to dance with him, but she finds it bizarre. How are you supposed to dance with a machine bolted to the wall? Thankfully, Tech has a solution. Huh, guess the future was right. AI is replacing humans. I must say, though, it's going to feel weird dancing with myself. Now we are treated to a fun minigame where we have to press buttons in time with the music. What a sweet and wholesome moment. Yeah, you're right, Tech. That was fun. Tech grants her permission to use the communicator. One Star Trek type in later, the email is sent. Tech sends Peach back to her room so he can analyze this fun data. You're a weird computer. No, you are mistaken. I am the world's best and only perfect computer. Good night, Princess Peach. Alright, let's see what Mr. Bow Wow is up to. He and Cammy arrived at Petal Meadows after hearing word that Peach was there. He's ready to make like a bulldozer and plow through anything in his path.
My lord, you're so super.
Surprise! You get to play a 2D platformer. You eat ham to grow bigger, you blast enemies with fire, and if you get big enough, you can be invincible and break everything in your path. Destroy the blasted world! Wreck everything with your super kingly might! He arrives at Petalburg ready to take on Norman the Gym Lady. Ah, damn it! Why do I keep thinking of Pokemon? They eventually spotted Peach on a windowsill. Guys?
Does he know?
Apparently they didn't get the message, because this overly obsessed Koopa swoops in to save his poster. Poster?
Oh my goodness me! Didn't see that coming.
Great, just great. Now I look like the huge mighty king of guys who talk to posters. That's what happens when you don't see your eye doctor. Back at the tree, all the Punies are saying thanks to Mario for saving their home. From now on, they'll work together to prevent anyone from stealing their tree.
Oh, this shan't be our last visit. Certainly not. But until then, ta-ta.
See you, Mr. Mario!
Bye, my little Pikmin. Aw, I miss their cute little faces already.
Oh, mercy me. Sounds like some mail.
Dear Mario, I'm sure you're very concerned about me. But please know I'm fine. I'm actually more worried about you. The fiends who kidnapped me are searching desperately for the crystal stars. I'll try to learn what I can about them. I'll email again if I uncover anything, okay? You must know that I miss you. Lately I dreamt about our days back in the castle. I hope we'll spend carefree days there again soon. Princess Peach.
Aw, isn't that precious, Mario?
Don't worry, Peach. I'll find you. One way or another. To summarize, Chapter 2 was pretty interesting. It drops you in this mysterious yet peaceful forest. The design of these woods is unlike anything we've seen before, and it gives off relaxing vibes with its wacky art style. The little Punies we see at the tree are a bizarre race, and their small size and large quantity reminds me of Pikmin. There's also a side story where a wind spirit moves into the woods after retiring from acting. But after Mario fetches her necklace, she feels the adrenaline for drama and strives for adventure. And on top of that, we get to learn about the relationship with the Shadows and see the X-Nauts in action. However, I deem this chapter, well, not the worst. but probably the weakest chapter in this game. The Great Tree rooms look samey and similar, so it's difficult to know where you're at, and the puny mechanic, while good on paper, can be pretty tedious. You have to keep track of every single one of them and round them up if they get separated. Doesn't really help when they get spooked by the piters. And I know I said my praises to the bubble puzzle, but after the first time, it gets annoying. Chapter 2 is flawed, but it's not bad. Rallying up the punies does overstay its welcome, but there's still some good things that balance it out. The only thing that I struggled when making this video is trying to figure out what this chapter is parodying. I looked at every single part of these woods from every angle, and I couldn't figure out what it's trying to mimic. I feel like I've heard a story like this before. Have you? Where are the remaining crystal stars? What do the X-Nauts plan to do with them? What exactly was Chapter 2 supposed to parody? Find out next time in the legendary retrospective of Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door!